Okay, so we are good. Hi guys, welcome back to the Zebra Tribe fam. We're actually connected. We tried to do this initially the first time and it did not work out. So we're here again. But I want to do a quick little, what are you saying? I want to do a quick little live video today because, well, the house is vacant right now. The kids are at their activities and hubby just got home, so I wanted to answer a question that we got recently asked last time. But it's Wednesday night, so it's actually date night for us. We're not doing anything special tonight, by the way, but hubby stopped and picked up bubble tea. I'm not going to open this one yet.
No.
Can I have some of yours first?
Yeah.
You guys like bubble tea? Babe, you made a mess of it.
I did. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. This dinner is hot.
It tastes different.
Yeah.
This is a taro tea. Babe's ordered it different. I don't know why. It just tastes kind of gross. It's not the same.
It's not as sweet.
Babe, that's how it's supposed to taste if it's a treat. Right?
Sorry.
Did you make them both the same?
Yeah. Same. Right.
Aaron just got home, by the way. So, I made a special stew today. That's what he's eating.
Hey guys.
Want to show them your meal? How can you show them?
Hi.
I made a Hi! Welcome.
Sarah made a stew for me.
I made a stew. Well, not for you.
Well,
I made it for
stew.
everybody.
But
Hi. Loving my weight. Oh, hi. Thank you, Bernice. Yeah. I wore this one to go to the Christmas party that you guys are. Oh, I guess you guys didn't see that. It's going to be a part 2. You guys got to see the little beginning stage for Zoe's birthday. You ate already, baby. Let Daddy eat.
Hi, Mama.
Let Daddy eat. Okay? Okay. What do you want? More potatoes?
Piece, huh?
It's hot though. It just came out the crock pot. Yeah. You guys will get to see part 2 tomorrow. But I did wear it there. But anyways, I wanted to jump kind of into the purpose of this video. Because on a recent video, someone asked if why I didn't work. What? Plastic? It's hot?
No, I glue on it.
Babes. Someone asked why I didn't have a job, babes.
What?
They did.
Why you don't have a... You
Why?
do have a job.
They said, why you don't work?
She does work. She does work a lot, guys. She does a lot more than...
Or is it you? Is it you on your work computer? I'm joking. Can you imagine if it was you on your work computer typing on our channel? Why don't you work?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine the lengths that someone would go to?
But yeah, that's what someone asked last time. I wanted to touch base on it because I've touched base on this before, and basically sharing that, you know, staying at home for me wasn't the easiest. I love my kids and I definitely wanted to do it in my heart, but there's a side of me that really enjoys, I don't know, I enjoy working. I do enjoy that. I'm a hardworking person, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that is me. And so trying to, the initial I don't know, what do you call it? The initial steps to for me to become a stay-at-home mom wasn't always easy in my head. And though I wanted to do it, and even while I've been doing it over the years, I feel like I'm more comfortable now in the past few years, but even before, I would struggle with it. I kept telling Aaron that I was going to go get a job or I was going to go back to work. I struggled with not being the breadwinner. Girls, hard raising your kids, homeschool and cook, clean, make you tired. I know, right? Oh, I know. It is hard work. And it's kind of funny, too, because some, people will watch it and they ask, why don't you work? And it's, I don't know, but here in Canada, people do I mean, I'm sure people do it all over the place, because I know I have a lot of viewers elsewhere as well who do stay at home with their kids. And obviously, if you can do it financially, why wouldn't you want to do it? And I mean, if you also...
You okay?
Babes, you keep giving it to her. Is it hot?
No, I don't think it's hot. She would...
It might be hot.
I
Her
don't
mouth
think so.
feels more. I don't know. You gotta be careful.
She keeps wanting more. You want more?
But
Okay,
make
so
sure it's not hot.
I am blowing on it.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna burn the baby's mouth.
No, I'm not.
No, because
Okay, guys.
Zoe.
She's hungry.
No, but the potato, you can't cool a potato properly on the inside. That's why you have to squish it out.
But it's so small.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I will do a formal video on this, by the way,
Okay.
but this was just like a fun, you know, just a little impromptu, just touch base and share with you guys just my thoughts on this. But I feel like if you are in the position where you're able to stay at home, and if your heart desires to do it with your kids, why not? My heart definitely desires to. I feel like my kids, you know, can get the best of me while I am here. And it doesn't, this is my thoughts for my own self. It doesn't mean that it bashes any other parent who doesn't stay at home with their kids. I respect everyone's, you know, decisions on what they want to do with their own families. But this is what worked for me. And
it was her decision.
it was my decision. What's your thought on it? I think sometimes people feel sorry for you too, though. I think it's that they feel bad for you because they're like, oh, he's the breadwinner. Like, oh, stop screaming, girl.
We talked about this, guys. It's certainly not something that we haven't discussed before, and I'm always in support of Sarah's decision.
I hope they can hear you. You talk like
I'm
your
always
voice
in support
is...
of Sarah's decision. So, and I know she does a lot. Like we were just talking about this the other day with.
But it wasn't my decision.
family
Is it
friends
just
that,
my decision to stay at home, or wasn't it our decision?
It was our decision, but I mean.
Ultimately, I wanted to
if you
do it.
ultimately
Yeah.
wanted to do it. I'm not going to say stay home and
Take care of the
you don't
kids.
want to do it.
Yeah.
But we were talking about that with some family friends. And we thought, you know, how impossible it would be to have 4 children, thinking of 5 children, and 2 of us working, going out of the house.
But before
It
even
would be
that.
a gong show.
But before that, even when we had 3 children, like, I mean, we made a decision to have a 4th child well after.
No, but even 3 children, right? It's a lot. The dynamic of a household is it changes quite a bit when you have more children.
True.
Right? And can you imagine if you were
I'm
working
gonna
every
charge
day
this. Sorry,
outside
guys.
the house, and then we had to come home and find out what we're having for dinner and get the kids.
Sorry,
you know what I mean? Get the kids to school. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot.
I mean, I hear you, but there are lots of people who do it. Right? There are lots of people who do it. I'm
It would
sure.
just require a lot more
Hi.
adjustments.
Sorry if I'm trying to fix this camera straight. I hope I'm not crooked. I couldn't do it. My head off to stay at home mom. It would drive me nuts. It's hard work. Don't listen to the haters. Right? It is a lot of work. And I think that was my struggle in the beginning. Sorry, guys. I'm going to fix this just a second because I feel like we're a little crooked. There. I think that's better. But in the beginning stage, I found that's what I found challenging, was trying to wrap my head around me just being at home and not providing as well. And it just, you know, yeah, you get knocked down by people's comments at times when I guess they feel like each person in the household should be working. And I wasn't as confident in myself back then, I guess, and just, you know, in our choice for me to stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of felt, I don't know, I felt like, I don't want to say inferior, but I felt guilt for you. I felt guilt, a lot of guilt, and just feeling like it was a lot of pressure on Aaron, even though he didn't voice that to me.
Yeah.
But it was just me feeling like I feel like I should be working. But then even if I make that decision to go there, then there's that, I knew I would still struggle with the other guilt of wanting to be home with the kids. And that's what prompted me. If you guys are longtime followers, you'd have seen at one point that I did get a part-time job. It was a work-from-home job, and it brought in a little bit of money. At the same time, it did take me away quite a bit.
It took her away quite a bit. We
Right.
felt it.
How was what? Yeah.
Did not like it. I didn't like being home, and then she's like, "Oh, I have to go work," because especially with the hours that I was working.
Yeah, it conflicted.
The time that I got to see her was short enough, and then she would have to go
Upstairs.
isolate herself.
I had to go upstairs to my little mini office to go
And we were kind of left to our own
devices,
and I mean, the kids and I we would do some stuff, but it was a little strange because we knew Mom was home, but you weren't spending time with us.
I know, and I felt there was a lot of guilt with that too, because I wanted to do stuff. I wanted to be able to participate, but it was so hard because the job that I was doing required me to be off in an office upstairs in a quiet space, and I couldn't interact with anyone. I mean, I was making calls. I could take a little break and run downstairs and make a call, or make chat with someone or grab an apple or something, but because it was kind of like a calling type job, I had numbers and I had to report numbers. So I had to meet a certain quota each day.
Yeah.
And it was a lot.
Yeah,
so
many calls.
I mean, and that's one aspect of it, because obviously if I were to get any other job, it wouldn't have to be inside the home, but that would be another case all on its own, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know we have our eldest is old enough now to be able to help with looking after her siblings. At the same time, growing up, I used to take care of my siblings. Like, I used to, help take care of them and watch them while my parents went to work. And I never had an issue with that, but I know a lot of the new generation, kids, they don't want the responsibility of having to take care of kids, and so there's that guilt too. I think I'm so sensitive. I think that's an issue. I am sensitive. I feel a lot of guilt towards the kids, and I'm always thinking about everyone, trying to make everyone happy all at the same time. So I'm thinking I wouldn't want to dump all the kids on Michaela.
Let's be real though. Michaela's babysitting her sisters.
Is she?
Do you think that she's not having a good time?
They can't hear you.
Do you think she's not having a good time? Of course she's having a good time.
I know, because they're getting to I knew, and that's the thing. She's babysitting, but that's different when we're running off to do something for. Hey, when we're running off to do something for a number of hours, versus her babysitting maybe for, I don't know, how long would she have to babysit? I guess it would be 2 or 3 hours till Dad gets home. So yeah, it would still be a little bit different.
But with Zoe now, things would be totally different, right? Zoe, her being that young, she needs her mom or her dad. Not saying there's anything wrong with that for stay-at-home dads. But you know what? It doesn't work for everyone, I know, but it there's always the benefits of having a parent at home if it can be done.
And I know for the most part, I mean, I think a lot of moms would choose to do. I shouldn't even say that. I was gonna say I think a lot would choose to do it if they could do it financially. But I know there's some as well. I've had friends and acquaintances who have said no, they couldn't do it, and that's okay too. I think it all has to do with you as a personality, individual, relationship-wise. I think it has to work for your family, and definitely you have to be.
Yeah, if I stayed home, things would be pretty different.
My whole life would be in shambles. Oh, jeez. You're so funny.
You think we continue homeschooling, or do you think you send the kids to school?
I think, you know what? If you were at home, I would trust you with homeschooling, because you're smart and you're good when it comes to school. I know you would do that. The only parts that I think I'd worry about is just the distraction part. You're not as disciplined as I am. And so just those little parts where you guys are ready to have fun time, and then fun time overpowers the actual things that you need to get done. That's where I could see it just being a slippery slope.
That's true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of you making sure that kids get their work done, for the most part, I think you'd be okay with that. But keep in mind, that's where all the other things come into play. Like right now I have Zoe, and we wake up, chit chat with the girls for a little bit. This morning I had everyone come back up to their rooms and straighten up their room, because I feel like we just had it clean. It was spotless on Saturday. Today is only Wednesday. Why do their rooms just suddenly turn upside down? So before everyone began schoolwork today, I had them all, eat breakfast, migrate back to their rooms, and clean up their rooms.
Yeah.
And just stuff, stuff like that. And then I went into, I end up having like a powwow, chit chat, whatever, with Michaela for the longest time. That's why when you called me at lunch, I was a little disgruntled because it didn't go as planned. But, that's
why.
Yeah. But then in the midst of it all, I have to take care of the baby, and I'm trying to straighten up the room, and I'm trying to corner my hair, and and then I have to remember supper. And by the time I remembered I wanted to make stew, I had to run downstairs. It was like after 1 that I remembered that I wanted to make stew. And so at that point, I can't just dump it in the crock pot. I can't just dump it in because it's going to take that much longer and it won't be prepared for supper. So I end up having to cook the beef on the stove, right? Yeah. Chop up all the potatoes and carrots and whatnot, and then put it together in the crock pot. So yeah, it all takes time.
Yeah.
You have to organize yourself, prioritize yourself to make it work. But I do enjoy it. I feel like if you're not called to do this and you don't have the heart, your heart doesn't desire to do it, it's not going to work because it's a lot of
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And I find it interesting that a lot of people like to discredit it. They'll be like, oh, how come you don't work? How come you don't have a job? But the reality is staying at home is another job, and taking care of kids is another job. Hence why kids go to childcare. They go to babysitters, and
you're paying someone else to.
Exactly. You're paying someone else to do it.
That is right. That is what happens.
And it's not cheap.
No.
Childcare is not cheap.
And would you really want it to be? Well,
I guess not.
Not in that sense. I shouldn't say that. If it's affordable, yeah. No, that's true. It should be affordable. I do think that. But quality.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's certain provinces in Ontario, not in Ontario, but in Canada that do have free childcare. Where we live is not that. But I honestly don't know how it works. Right? How does it work?
It's subsidized.
But is it quality childcare?
I think all the registered daycares are regulated, right?
Oh, okay. So it's all the same, like quality. Oh my gosh! Sorry, guys. Zoe just tugged on my cord. No, you did that so fast.
But I mean, I think if you can and you're willing, it's a great calling.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm happy that she wants to do it.
I
certainly don't feel sorry for myself.
See, and so anyways, on the other side, you can see I make YouTube videos. I'm a creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping that this channel can become something else over time, like grow, not become something else, but grow and become that little source of income that I always aspire to bring in, because I do enjoy working, and that's the tough part for me these days. It's just the struggle of not bringing in a little bit more income, because obviously going on one income is not always easy in certain aspects. Overall, we're pretty good, as you guys can see. We're pretty comfortable, but there are certain little things. My wife says, I love you guys. She loves the zebras. My zebras are fair. Aw. Thanks. You, Robert. Tell her we said hi. Hi. Say hi.
Saying hi,
yeah.
Jojo.
So, yeah, if this becomes, and I mean I'm putting in the effort in my channel, and if this becomes...
Guys, yeah, she definitely puts an effort into all of you guys, and making sure that you guys have a great time watching. I know all the effort that goes into it, because I see it. So, I hope you guys appreciate it, because I know we do. So, and she loves what she does, which is important.
Yeah.
I always tell her that it doesn't really, like, I want her to be happy doing what she does.
For sure. And I mean, that's what I enjoy creating. I love creating, not to mention making memories with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy kids. Like, I love kids. I mean, I wouldn't be going back to have another child if I if I didn't love kids. And you know, so staying home. There's another perception too. I know people sometimes feel like because they stay home, they think that you trap me at home.
We need to get you to 1 million. Oh, thanks, Robert.
Oh, you're so
That's
sweet.
That's very sweet of you.
You know, I feel like.
Do people think that I trap you at home?
Well, no, I can't say a lot of people on the videos, but I mean, I've had people people always think that, like, when wives stay at home, that it's like their husbands don't want them to.
You're having a baby? Am I late? I am late.
No, but you know, Zoe's one, and
so we're discussing staying at home and all the many aspects of it.
You diverted that. I know, no, but he's asking if we're having a baby, and I mentioned it. So I would consider having.
We are in discussion about when to have another one. So it's more about timing.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to hear. I'd love to hear the feedback from those of you who are watching this about wherever you live. Like, do a lot of women stay at home? Stop, Zoe. Do a lot of women stay at home? Do you get I don't know, is it the norm, or do both parents always go to work? I don't know, because I always find it interesting when we're asked that question.
Yeah, that's a good question. What's the norm in society? I told my wife that we were getting passports. We'd love to meet you guys one day. Oh, New Jersey. Yes, need one last guy. They such a nice. Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Thank you.
You guys are sweet.
You guys are so kind.
We'd love to meet you guys. We're gonna have to set something up sometime. In Toronto, or
have a meetup, a Toronto meetup.
That would be the closest metropolis to us, for sure. But yeah, that's a good question. What's the norm these days, and what should be the norm? Today, the economy is so crazy that every dollar helps. It's so true.
Right?
Guys, no disagreeing with that, right? I'm in New York for now. So that's close by, guys.
New York is expensive, isn't it?
New York is expensive. Yeah.
We took our kids to New York for, what was it? I think it was 8 days, 9 days?
8 days.
And we stayed just outside in New Jersey.
We stayed in New Jersey.
It was a pretty expensive trip.
It was expensive, but it was fun.
It was really fun. Really fun.
I was in the Middle East.
Oh, wow. I have family in the Middle East.
So in the Middle East, I wonder what the norm is for women and staying at home or working. It depends on the country.
Yeah.
New Jersey is too ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, every dollar, it helps these days. I totally get that.
Things are a little different for us too, but we'll do a different video on this. But Aaron's gonna be participating more and doing some videos talking about just like career wise and job wise, because even this year he took a
1 million subs.
That's cute. This year he took a job cut because he went, what do you call it?
Yeah, like I took a salary cut.
A salary cut, climbing the ladder.
We got to help you. Thanks, Robert. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. But yeah, I took a salary cut to spend more time at home.
Yeah, but it was like to climb. You took it for the position, right?
I took it for the position.
To get
it was a promotion.
To promotion, yeah, promotion.
And it allowed me to spend more time at home. But at the same time, I make less out of it.
So we'll do a video. Video on that, sure. Talking about that, like more in depth, so you guys can understand. But that was like a huge shift for us. Yeah.
And if you guys have a question of how I got a promotion and I make less, it's a good question, right?
That's true. It doesn't even. It sounds backwards.
It sounds backwards. So.
But all things
overall,
were, things.
Overall wise, I make less. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Do you try to grow your own food on the side? You know what? Not exactly. Last time when we lived in the last house, we had a little garden box. We were trying to work with that. But this time, our backyard, so we have, how does it work? We have the bigger house, but our backyard is smaller. On the last property, we had a smaller house, but our backyard was huge. Yeah. It was enormous. It was. So we're trying to figure out something in terms of, I travel, I homeschool my kids. Ah. Wow. Very cool. You homeschool on the road. Wow.
Now, but I'd have some questions for that person.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we'll come back to that in one sec. But now in our backyard, we're trying to come up with a shadow box, like a shadow box along our backyard. We're trying to figure out how to create a little mini garden. Herbs, yeah. That's basically.
Tomatoes, maybe.
But my mom just sent us like a giant box of produce, which she gets from the farm, which is, helpful.
Yeah, that is helpful. Yeah.
A giant box. That's what I've been using to cook potatoes and carrots and stuff. And a lot of like our warm, festive, like holiday type meals. Hearty meals. Yeah. But yeah, I would love to know more about how you travel and homeschool. I mean, there are a few we've seen some of the homeschooling families that do that, right? They're traveling in their tour bus.
Yeah.
From one location to the next. And
yeah. And I wonder if that's the situation that you guys are. You guys travel. Watch out our half-acre homestead.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I should what's it called again? Our half-acre homestead. I should write that down. Because that's what I've been saying to Aaron. I wanted him to make a shadow box. And I was going to drive to pick 2 up from, I don't know, like an online, like Kijiji or whatever. Some people had some for sale on there. I wanted us to go get some.
Oh, you did?
Don't you remember? In the summer?
Oh, in the summertime.
Yeah. But it was, I don't know, I think the time wasn't convenient.
Huh. Well, we should do something like that.
We should. We just need to figure it out. Because, like I said, our backyard space is different. We have a big deck, so you also don't want to, I don't know, take up more of the grass space, which is not that much. Not that much. I don't know. Some people think it's big, but
it's not you could use the back along the fence area.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this little video. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, like I was saying.
Area of Canada. Oh.
Huh.
Who is that?
Wolfie and the Beast. Wolfie, I gotta check that out.
In the French area of Canada and Quebec.
Oh, they're in Quebec.
Oh, that's not far.
So that's another.
I shouldn't say that. Quebec is huge.
That's something that we want to do. We want to plan like a weekend trip to go to Montreal, because this year.
He is a beast. Now.
This year we skipped vacation.
We did.
This year was very low key for us, but.
Super low key, guys.
We
we don't always want it to be like that, but it is what it is, right?
We've taken the kids have lived a good life, babes. We've taken them to Disneyland, Disney World.
Beverly Wolf.
And Howie Wolfie. Volvi.
Sorry.
Okay, I gotta check.
Pronouncing that.
I gotta check that out.
But they're in Quebec. You should check Quebec.
That's always cool too. Being Canadian creators, it's so hard to find other creators to network with on here because most of them are large. Thank you. Love you too. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for spending time with us.
These days creators don't want to collab with people like unless you are already like a medium-sized creator, and a lot of Canadian ones that I do know, they're already large. So obviously they're not going to collab with like a smaller channel. So it'd be really interesting knowing other upcoming YouTubers or creators that are in areas around that we could network with and perhaps collab with and things like that. So if you guys do know any, definitely suggest below because that'd be
great.
Helpful. I can only try so hard. I'm still trying to find others on my own, but at the same time, there's only so many hours in a day between trying to edit and take care of my life at home and raise a family. So I wish there were, what, how many hours in a day? 80 hours. No, I'm joking. That sounds exhausting.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Need some sleep there.
But thanks, guys, for tuning in. We're going to go resume our date night. It's just chill at home. Hubby wanted to go out, but I really didn't want to go anywhere.
We need to put neighbors.
Oh, thank you. 24 in the day.
That's right. I think the days sometimes are long enough, right? But sometimes we wish we had more time, though.
I know.
So, but thanks, guys, for tuning in. And put some comments down below in regards to some of the questions we put out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Please.
Love to interact with you guys. Absolutely. If you guys have any more questions that you want us to answer, we will answer it in either a live stream. I actually do prefer to do sit-down videos because that way that we do it at the appropriate time when the baby's resting and the video can be clear for you guys.
Are you live on Friday?
Yes, we'd be going live on Friday. I've been trying to go live almost every day last week, but I didn't know. I skipped like a day or two.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. I learned stuff too.
I have been. If you haven't, you've been on a few of them.
I've been on
a couple. So
what time?
I will post. I think I'm going to post it so you guys will get the notification of the time. Kids stay at home, mom life. That's right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And yeah, just like we said, we're going to be answering some more personal questions, like career-wise, and Aaron and I, what we do, I don't know.
Yeah.
What we study.
What it took me to get to what I'm doing.
Yeah, stuff like that. And we'll do it in a more just sit-down video where baby's asleep. Aw, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Glad you do. Oh, much love. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys, for your support.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys.
Bye.